The desert remembers everything, every footprint, every scream, every drop of blood that touches its sand. I came here searching for a ruin said to hold a goddess long forgotten by man. But what I found was not ruin. It was worship still breathing. The wind led me to an entrance carved with symbols of coiled serpents and suns split in half. Inside, the air was warm and heavy, thick with incense that smelled like copper and rain. Every wall shimmered with scales etched in gold, and in the center, a figure moved. She wasn't human, not anymore. The snake priestess. Her skin glowed like moonlit bronze, patterned with veins of emerald light. Her eyes were vertical slits, unblinking, ancient. When she moved, her spine rippled like a serpent's body beneath silk. And when she looked at me, I felt the earth tilt, as if gravity itself had chosen her side. I should have run, but the air was thick with something intoxicating, a hum that crawled into my chest, a rhythm that made my heart forget its own beat. She approached in silence, her shadow stretching longer than her body around her feet. Real snakes slithered, moving in perfect unison, as though they obeyed the pulse of her breath. She reached out and placed her hand on my face, cold, then warm, then burning. In that single touch, my vision fractured. I saw storms of gold dust, temples submerged beneath rivers, worshippers dancing around pillars of flame. And then I felt it, her fangs sinking into my neck. The pain was not pain, it was revelation. My blood turned to fire, my breath to smoke. I fell, trembling, as her voice echoed inside my mind. Not in words, but in feeling a command, a gift, a curse. The snakes gathered around, their bodies weaving patterns on the floor, forming circles that glowed brighter with each heartbeat. I watched them coil, connect, form symbols that pulsed with life. The venom inside me began to respond, glowing under my skin, traveling through veins that now shone green in the dark. My pulse matched theirs. I could hear every hiss as a thought, every flicker of movement as a whisper. The priestess leaned closer, her breath cool against the burning wound. And in her gaze, I saw something older than time. Sorrow, hunger, eternity. I realized she wasn't immortal. She was trapped. The temple was her prison, her body the curse that had devoured the goddess she once served. And now, I was becoming her vessel. When I tried to scream, no sound came, only a hiss. Long and low, scales began to rise across my shoulders, glistening like oil in the light of the torches. My hands shook as my nails curved into talons. The venom had changed me, not into her slave, but into her reflection. I saw her smile, faint and knowing, before she stepped backward into the shadows. Her form dissolved into mist, and from that mist, dozens of snakes slithered away. Each carrying a fragment of her soul. I was left alone, kneeling in the golden dust, the mark of her bite still burning like a brand. When I rose, the temple felt different, awake. The walls pulsed faintly, breathing in rhythm with my chest. Every serpent carved into stone turned its head to follow me as I passed. Outside, the desert was silent, but beneath the sand, I could hear them. Thousands of heartbeats, slow and patient waiting. The moon rose high, and its light hit the wound on my neck. For a moment, I saw her reflection in it, the priestess whispering inside me. And then I understood her venom was not meant to kill. It was meant to remember. Now when I dream, I see through her eyes. Temples burning, oceans splitting, gods dying in silence. When I wake, I feel the sand move beneath my feet like it knows my name. The bite never healed. It never will. Because her venom no longer runs through my blood. It runs through my soul.